today.
Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week, and we are underway from Santa Clara. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they'll be led out by their ninth-year quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
Nine yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And the reception made over the middle. This is Bolden. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. You look at this Niner defense. They were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
If I'm playing quarterback against this team, after what I saw on film where they had 5 picks last week, all I'm thinking about is taking care of the football, being very careful with it, and making sure I see my guys open before I throw it.
I might curl up in the fetal position.
That's not a bad idea.
I don't think he's going to do that, though. And early on, they're picking up right where they left off last week.
And I know a lot of coaches say each game is its own. You don't really have carryover. This feels like carryover. So much confidence from the previous game that they're using to their advantage now.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Ball on the 40 now. Here's a 2nd and 8. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. It's caught left side, Bolden. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Back to throw here. Looking for a slot man, and he's got him. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. The 13th play now coming on this opening drive. Here's third down. They'll look to throw again. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown! Jerry Jeudy with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Riverhogs get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. So here are the Niners now to get their first drive. And we get a glance at their leader in the huddle, the veteran, in his 9th season now in the league.
I know teams always talk about having a 24-hour rule after a game, and eventually we end up rolling our eyes. But it works both ways, right? 24 hours if you win, 24 if you lose. But, boy, it's a fun 24 when you win the game and you win NFC Offensive Player of the Week, isn't it?
Absolutely. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. He's got a man complete. Down the right sideline. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Niners are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Portland football here, ready to begin the second quarter, as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. He'll be taken down well behind the line, and I think he might have just given those 4 yards right back. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll get this up past. The 25 before he's out of bounds. On 4th down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And the Niners will go on offense first and 10. Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it first and 10 at the 40. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. What a first half he is compiling here. He's already over 100 yards receiving and now 2 touchdowns, CD.
Brandon, you know I don't like to play the game where you start projecting when you're at a certain point. But let's face it, he's off to a tremendous start. So 200 yards, 4 touchdowns. I don't think anything's out of the question right now. He's blowing up coverages. You've got to double him every snap. Otherwise, he's going to defeat you on almost every play.
And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. Portland's offense now about set to take over. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And he comes back with one complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. He'll look to throw. That's going to be caught by Judy. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2. From the 43, here's second and a couple. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl.
Here we go. 53.
Back to throw now on first down. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he gets it to Bolden. It'll be a gain of 5. And they're going to be staring at a third and long here. Now back to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. Cade York on now for the field goal. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. York able to send this one through, and they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case.
A leap, and he will make the catch. A big play there for the Niners. 67 yards. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. A great play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Niners are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 21-10 game. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time.
No run back here for Jones. A touchback. Portland's offense now about set to take over. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And into the end zone, a pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick 6.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
That's complete to Bolden. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away.
This is taken at the 23. A very good return that time. 18 yards.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. San Francisco's offense returns to the field. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Well, kind of a quirk in the schedule. These 2 division rivals didn't see each other much of the year. Their first meeting was just a few weeks ago, back in Week 14. And it was the visiting Niners who won that ball game, so they'll look to make it a clean sweep here at home in Santa Clara.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there. His 21st touchdown of the season.
And the Niners are able to add on to their first half lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the route is on here in this first half. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive, and it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco.
No run back here for Jones, a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself. One more time, because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
He's going to have the first down and then some.
Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And Bolden brings it in, complete. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Back to throw again. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. So we've hit halftime here in Santa Clara with the 49ers.
Only 2 quarters of football left in the regular season. Everybody's excited to get to the playoffs, so excited that we're just going to skip right over halftime and get back to the action.
It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half.
And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them, so what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they get the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, 49ers. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the 49ers extend their lead yet again.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The 49ers ready to kick it away. And here we go. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Pass It's taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
Yellow, 43.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And, boy, this defense, again, really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
2nd and 10.
They'll drop to throw. He finds Bolden. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
That is caught.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 46. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
A give up the middle to Dobbins.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. They'll set up to throw.
Throw out wide is incomplete.
There's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10.
This will be caught. Judy.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 14. A gain there of 21 yards.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Looking to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's McKinney. 2 yards on the pickup there, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. Oh, and that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss. Still needing 10 yards. Now it's 3rd down.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the first down. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to make it 4th down.
York able to send this one through.
And that will knock this down to still a very large 29-point deficit. Kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to go up top again.
And that's going to be incomplete.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
And got his man, complete.
Now he's into the clear again.
And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A great play there. 75 yards. And the Niners have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the fourth. Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They'll look to throw here.
They set up the screen for Dobbins.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Well, you're crediting your defense.
Gotta credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. He'll drop to throw.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Still going inside the 20.
And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
Extra point splits the uprights, and this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
No run back here for Jones, a touchback. Portland's offense now about set to take over. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Well, my goodness, CD, I mean, this defense just continuing to dominate. They're really dominating on both sides of the ball, but for the defense, that's now 3 interceptions for them here in this ball game.
And what a great teaching tape for this defensive coordinator, right? When they go back and review this game, what does he always tell us that he preaches to his team? We're going to lead the league in effort. Well, they're doing that in this game as well as making big plays.
And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. A great effort there. 29 yards.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone.
And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. And the Niners are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. So the holding call on the offense, so they go ahead and decline that one and take possession of the football on the INT. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and a yard.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He gets this one to Johnson. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. He'll look to throw. Again, it's Johnson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a 1st down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Johnson with a completion over the middle. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll set up a throw, and he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a 1st down. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10.
2nd and 6 from the 10.
They're going to look to throw.
That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
Back to throw. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided. Affair. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy.
York able to send this one through, and they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit.
in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
San Francisco set to go on offense once more. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, get that water break and get on out there and play.
Yellow, 22.
They'll come out throwing here on first down.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And that's incomplete. But at this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back.
And now here is another interception. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Up huge on the scoreboard, and they're still trying to add to their total. That shot doesn't connect, but I don't think it'll dissuade them from attempting another one.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take it. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the officials saw as this play will stand as is.
Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
No run back here for Jones, a touchback. Portland's offense now about set to take over. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable. The way their opponent was playing, and partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
2nd and 6. Johnson's got it complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the fourth quarter with how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying.
And the Niners get there and bring him down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use. here in the final stages. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. And his pass incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Pulled in at the 24. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And control of the football, switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
They came into this one with a vision, Charles, and it has played out exactly as they had hoped it.
And this is caught.
And he's going to get this down inside the 5 before he's out of bounds.
A big connection on that one. 48 yards.
Ready. Black. 95. Chalk. 17. Check 13. Check 13. Ready.
Back to throw here. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes, and that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for the 49ers,
they finish off one of the best regular seasons of all time, 16-1, their final record.
And now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for Portland,
the loss means they'll finish up the regular season at 10-7.
And it's going to be finger-crossing time as we await the final shakedown of this year's playoff picture.